Welcome on our Sunday evening, I would say, or day, to our channel, My Journey with God. It's a channel where people share their testimonies and how they've walked with God up until thus far. Today I have a special guest, my father, Pastor TS Mapolisa, who is the head pastor at Fountain of Life Ministries. Firstly, before we start, I would like you to give us a brief background of who you are, where you come from, and how many siblings do you have, and how is it at home?
I'm from Eastern Cape, small village, Pendana, Old Transkei. My background is from a Christian family. Both of my parents were saved, so I grew up in that environment with my other siblings, 6 of them. I mean that we were 7 in total.
Oh,
They're living.
Because
in total we're 11.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
my father was a healthy man. So we're 11, but we were 7 current. The 4 passed away, even before I was born. So I'm from that background, rural areas, but not those rural areas, more of advanced ones. So I'm from that background. So that is me.
Okay. Okay. So ngokufunda, where are you, and umsebenzi, what are you doing at the current moment?
Okay. My primary, my junior, and my secondary was in Pendana, Matsibe. Matsibe Junior and Matsibe Senior. From there I went to Forte. From Forte, which is away because of strike. In my second year, then I went to WUS. It was Eastern Cape Technical. When I arrived, then we did merge with other universities in 2005. Then it was, now it's currently Water Sisulu.
Oh.
Yeah, so from there I was doing FIS. Then I came to Cape Town, Western Cape in 2009.
Oh.
Yes, I didn't work in that year. In the following year, I continue with my studies in UCT. Yeah, UCT. At the same time, I got a job, Metropolitan. I was doing data analysis and data capturing. And then from there, although at that time, 2008, the calling to preach was pending. So I tried to run away from Eastern Cape because I had commitments of preaching when I was still school. So I decided, no, maybe this is Eastern Cape because I'm well connected. So I decided to come to Western Cape. The calling was after me. Many guys were prophesying, unknown guys that I'm not familiar with. I would say that, although I knew, but I was resisting. In fact, I wanted to work while I was preaching. I don't know. Yeah, so I tried to do that, but the calling of the Lord pressed me until I resigned. And then I was working at Statistics South Africa.
Okay.
When I resigned, and then I pursued my calling. 2012, I became full-time from 2012 until now.
That should have been challenging, though.
Yeah,
that should have been very challenging.
I had so many questions. I begged the Lord, I want to do like this, I want to work.
You had your own plans.
Yes, I had my own plans. I remember that time I was still single, so I said, Lord, if you can allow me to get married first and then buy a house, buy a car, then I'm fine. But the calling was pressing me until I saw that no, I'm putting my family at risk. And I can die prematurely if I refuse, because it was clear. God spoke with me many times until I couldn't resist anymore. So yeah, now I'm full-time. I'm doing the work of the Lord, and then I've never been so it is fulfilling.
Yes.
More than while I was working, because at that time the calling was pressing me. even when I'm getting paid, it seems as if I'm eating the money that was stolen. I felt guilty. Yeah, I would even on the payday, I would rush to the ATM because there was that condemnation, something that was pressing me that no.
You're doing something that you're not supposed to do.
Yes, even when I'm on the way to work, when I see people on the street, the calling was pending. So, to 2012, now I decided no. Let me try this.
So, uThixo yena ukufumene undawoni like in life before everything else. I know you grew up in Sinsuweyo and all that, but you know uyakwazi ukukhulela eCaweni eSinsuweyo and then ube uneza kwi-agendas.
Yes. Yeah, it was 1999, 25 April on a Wednesday.
Yeah. So accurate.
Yes, I still remember.
Okay.
I heard an audible voice of God asking me on a Wednesday night, what is your reason not to save? It was pressing. It seems as if there was someone in the house, but I was on my own in my bedroom. Then I heard that voice. On Wednesday, I decided no.
Sure.
Okay, Thursday morning, I decided no. There's no way. I can't run away from this. I'm accepting Jesus. I took a decision on that Wednesday night. On Thursday, I wrote a letter to my dead girlfriend because I was still busy messing around like other kids, other teenagers in fact. So on a Friday, the youth service on a Friday at home, I went there knowing that I'll give my life to official. I don't remember even the verse, the preaching, but I waited for a preacher to call, to do an altar call, but he never did it.
Yeah.
So after preaching, I went to the preacher, I asked him for a confession. I said, I've decided to accept Jesus. Since then, I've seen God being good in my life, but the journey is very long.
It's very long.
I mess up in some years in my life, but through the grace of God, I managed to recover, and then I'm still continuing the journey. So,
tell me of a time where, from 1999 up until now, where you know that one challenge that when I go, I'm not even sure that you said I should go this direction.
The challenge is that in 1999, we were a group. After I got saved, those guys were surrounding me, my cousin, my nephews, and my friends. We got saved.
Okay.
We were a group. And then we were still in high school, so a group of guys. So we interdependent to each other. We never faced challenge being alone, and then it was we won battles not because there was a drive that pushed us to do that, but because that my friends, so after we matriculated, we go our separate ways. I went to Fort Others go to Joburg, Free State, Wusu. Then I was alone. It is then I faced real challenges where my faith was tested, whether I'm saved because I want to accommodate or I'm saved because my friends are. Then my life was turned upside down. But it is when then I realized that I must have a personal conviction.
Okay.
I must not do because my parents are expecting me to, even my friends. Yeah, I took a knock, I had a hard knock. I was in a mess. My life was in a mess, taking a total different direction, but I managed to regain myself. And then in 2003, I was praying, Lord, I want to do it for the right reason. I want to do it for myself.
For yourself.
Yeah, so I prayed in 2003 and 2003 in 2004. Then I was restored. Okay. I was restored. Then I decided it was my first year in the US. It was technical. So I decided no, I won't I will attend services, I will attend SO, but I won't participate in anything that they do until the Lord approves that now I'm ready
This
to.
is the time that you should.
Yeah, so I continue to fellowship, attending services until I think after 6 months in the university, and then other guys they thought maybe he's saved, maybe not saved, but he is attending. Yeah, I was a radio, but I never testify until the day the Lord wins us something. If money invite you later, why you can say kind go together for the weekend. Monday after classes afternoon, later Africa after Prometheus in the evening. So there was no way money. I was to me it was a confirmation now. The Lord says, yeah. From there, in my life, I managed to face his door without leaning on anyone but except God.
Yeah. Okay. So what is, from your experience, what is the advantage, or let's say the advantage is quite positive. Let's go. What's the disadvantage of umntwana okhulele enkonzweni esinsweni?
It can be ngingabhala incwadi. No, the challenge is that the first challenge that other parents who don't have kids, they expect you to be this 100% perfect child. They don't allow you to be a child like any other. You do one mistake, they magnify it, they speak as if their children are perfect. So there's this high expectation that you are a saint, you are an angel, you cannot make a mistake, you must be born from birth until the day the Lord called you to heaven. So that that pressure, that other parents, it is not your parents that put that pressure, but the society, the church, they have these, they have this much expectation, of which is not good, because you should be allowed to be a child like any other and
make mistakes.
Make mistakes, and then they accept that you are growing, it's part of growth, and then you should make mistakes like others. So that was the thing that I noticed, and then I learned from that in a hard way.
One question that we are going with at the current moment is, do you find the church forgiving? If wenze something, be it a pastor, be it a congregant, be it whoever in the church, do you find that the church is forgiving?
The worst thing that happens to many people, because when I read Romans chapter 3, said, let no one condemn you. The church condemns you while you have already condemned yourself. If there's someone who once fallen and then she or he is trying to come back to Christ, the biggest challenge is the acceptance from the church. Akho mntu uke wasindiswa ongayazi inyaniso. Uyazi yonke uyayazi funeka enze ntoni, uyazazi izitep funeka zithathini, akadingi amavesi. Udinga uthando, udinga support, but the church is not doing that. Yes, many people who backslided, ungawabuza bayafuna ukubuyela enkonzweni, bayafuna ukubuyela kuThixo, but inkonzo is not welcome. That is yona, yes, yodlula ngabantu abancane baxabana babethane, kusasa bayavuka baxolela abadala nowesibili. Inkonzo, i-typical example ile ye-podcast son and his brother. The brother who never went away contested when that brother was welcome, and the father restoring that son back to his position. So the church is very condemning, making it difficult for others to embrace their mistake and learn from them and then move on. It's funny, we were sharing this yesterday.
Okay.
About 2000 and something. Well, now we find 1984. That is the church. No, you cannot be led by this one. In 1984 or something like this.
So,
of which,
balela kuya matyala akhe onke.
yeah, inkonzo ine-fights. When izinto zibafavorisha bayayigcina, but when uphakama to a certain position above bona, they take that fight as no, they are reminded of the past. Yet the Bible says something different about that. So inkonzo, I told you must know your story. When you come to church, you must know your story, that it is me and God. Their perspective or their way of thinking won't affect me, because uyishiye because yabantu abe uthixo yena esithi no, I don't condemn you. You know, the Bible is only meaning that regardless ukuthi uthwele ntoni, it come. Yeah, we should embrace umuntu enjalo and then allow God to transform or to, yeah, because masithemba uthixo ukuthi he is more than capable. If wakwenza ukuthi nakomnye angakwenza. So inkonzo is become a standing block to many who are willing to serve God, who are willing to change, who want to move on with their life. Yes, so they preach something else, but when it comes to practical now, no, you cannot because of ABCD. Yet the same people who were pushing something. So in concert, the church has become a total opposite of what the word or the preacher or the scriptures are saying. Because if we follow yes, why and yes, he was among the non-believers, and then the disciples once they contest what I'm a prophet she is the prostitute. Yet Jesus what he has a funeral no, he has a funeral. So the church has, most especially nowadays, it has become the opposite. We are continuing to become opposite of what God. Yeah. Yes, because he welcomes everyone. Trusting his ability. No, it should be a home for everyone. Okay, yes, I have this, but because the text change and go you change the text go to a theme young message we direct it straight direct by my cook not buy if one hour repent. Yeah, they don't preach about not repent. That's born and then they preach about what the bash what was here.
Sure.
So
it's said.
Yeah, it's said, and then it's happening, it's continued, and then the sad part about it favors some and then it doesn't favor some.
That is so true.
If we have this parent or this father that will provide
financial stability,
so it's but if we are coming from that and then we have no one, then they will push you aside.
Oh, okay. So lastly, which character in the Bible, I know there's Jesus, we all look up to him. Which character in the Bible, just one, that speaks to you the most and why?
Yeah. I think I would be lying if I say there's only one.
Okay. Give us two then.
It depends on the seasons.
Oh, okay.
You will be surprised even, I can relate even to a female character in some of the seasons, because there's this woman, Esther. Sometimes I can relate to that because God places you in a position so that you can be a help to others. Okay. But my favorite in the Old is David.
All right.
He is the true typology of grace. When we speak of grace, we speak of David. In the New Testament, it's Paul and John.
Okay.
So Paul and David are the typology of Christ. I mean, typology of grace. When I look to grace, what grace can do, there's David, and then there's Saul, Paul. Then John, the only thing that I like about him is the way that he interprets Christ.
Okay.
totally different to other guys, other disciples. So, but my favorite, I don't know which one.
That's right, don't choose.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it depends on the season, but my all-time favorite is David and in the Old and then the Old Testament, then Paul in the New, and then John.
Okay. So what advice would you give to umntwana okhulile enkonzweni who is feeling pressured to take up positions, who is feeling pressured to act as if he is saved or everything is going all right and is still about ukula and maybe usekwi early stages zobomi bakhe? What advice would you give to that child?
My advice to that child is that never conform to any standards.
Okay.
Be yourself. Learn to be yourself as soon as possible. Because those pressure that this community or the church expect from you will put you, or you will end up taking the wrong decisions. Not everybody. Be yourself. Learn to be yourself. Identify yourself, who you are at the early age, and then never allow anyone to put you in a corner to be something that you are not. Yes, because many because you got this pressure that so we expect you must grow, you must be embrace mistakes and learn from them, be yourself, but at the end of the day you must know that Jesus Christ is a reality, so you have to make that decision, but it must be not because you want to accommodate, it must be of conviction. You must be convicted. Once we are convicted, no one can move or challenge you.
Thank you, Gakuloteti, for honoring us with your presence. It was quite difficult to get you, but we bless the Lord. Thank you for watching. We are waiting for your comments. We are waiting for anything that you would like to add to the topic that we were talking about. Do not conform to any other people's standards. Find yourself. And Luteti usually says to me that you need to develop principles for yourself, so that ungabikho umuntu ophazamisayo endleleni yakho. Thank you very much.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.